Hi there, gang, and in today's video, we're gonna break down 4 forex markets. We're gonna take a look at GBP, USD, USDJPY, EURJPY, and GBPAUD. My name is King GK. With no further ado, gang, let's jump into this video. So as you guys noticed by now, how I'm breaking down this video is fully my perspective of how I'm seeing the market, guys. So let's jump into this video. So let's take a look at our weekly time frame here on GBP USD, right? So what we can see on the overall market condition and behavior right now, guys, is that price is basically trading bearish. Reason for that is, guys, as you guys can see here from this side, we did create this lower high that violating this previous structure, lower lows, and then we creating this lower low structure. There we have a retracement phase, and there we can see price starting to create this range, and there we break under this area and also break under this previous lows, right? So now we can see on our weekly time perspective that we are basically trading bearish. This is my lower high point right now, right? And this is our lower low point right here, right? On this weekly candle right here. We cannot say this the new weekly candle because why the candle didn't close is it's a new start of the week, right? We did violating this previous lower low structure points right here. So now we can see that this is only one leg for us to the downside, and this was also an impulsive phase for us to the downside. So if you scale down to our daily time frame right now, guys, is that we can see our daily time frame did create substructures. We did violate in this. There we can see we starting to create this range, and there we have this impulsive move to the downside. There we have 4-hour retracement phase and then come to the downside, right? So what I will do in this scenario, right? I will also mark this as my lower high on my daily time frame. Reason for that is this is where the move basically starts from, right? This is basically where the move starts from. So this is also my lower high point, and this is also my lower low point. So if we scale down to our 4-hour time frame right now, right, we know we are bearish on my weekly and on my daily. So now let's look at 4-hour structure, right? 4-hour structure, I would say this is my lower high point, right? This is my 4-hour lower high point. We did violate in this previous structure right here, lower low points right here. Just get it right, and we did create this lower low points right here. So now, guys, what we can expect for price to come for a retracement phase, because why, as you guys could have noticed on our weekly time frame, we didn't get some form of a retracement phase yet. So now we can wait for price to giving us some form of retracement and then continue to the downside. This is going to be an area of interest where we will most likely would wait for price to showing us some form of reactions, because why, this is also our previous lower low on our 4-hour time frame. So price can easily come tap into this area, right, for a retracement phase. Or what price can easily do is to come for a larger retracement and come and test this areas right here. Because right, guys, on our daily time frame, let's just view back on our daily time frames, right? On our daily time frames, we didn't also get any retracement phase. So that is why I told you price can easily retrace back into this area, right? Respect this area right here, this reason right here, and then make its way to the downside. We can also now use a Fibonacci, guys, just to see what can we expect, right, from this lower high point to this lower low point right here, right there, right? So now you guys can see we have a 38% retracement right here and 50% retracement where we just mark it off right here. So this is what I will wait for, guys, but I will also wait for and look out for counter trends, right, on my 1-hour time frame. Right, on my 1-hour time frame, what I can see always is that price is basically starting to move in a corrective formation to the downside, right? In a descending corrective formation to the downside. That is a good indication that we can most likely see some form of a direction change. So what I will wait for now is that for price to break above this area first, right? This is our lower high and this is our lower low. Price must break above this area, right? Price must break above this area, retrace back, and then continue to the upside. And this is the areas that I will target for counter trend. But what I will keep in mind is that price is still in a bearish market condition. So once I saw price starting to reject certain areas on on certain structures of resistance, I will most likely close my position and look for cleaner direction to take this price to the downside, guys. So let's jump into our next market. Now we're going to take a look at USDJPY. So what I can see on this pair, guys, from the start is that we have strong bullish momentum. We did break out of this area of resistance. So you guys can see previously right now, right? And this is the area that we most likely will come and tap into right now, right there, where price is basically trading right now. We can actually zoom it out and see this area of resistance was previous area of resistance, as you guys can see, was the area of support, breakout, and their price respect. This is going to be significant area for price right now. So this is what we can see on our weekly time frame, that we are basically trading in this bullish market condition right now to the upside. This is what's the area of resistance where price breakout with this strong bullish engulfing candle to the upside. So now we tap into this area where we can see and where we will wait for some form of rejections. So if we scale out to our daily time frame right now, guys, is that we can still see that price is basically in this impulsive phase as well. There's no sign for retracement phase, right? So daily 4-hour time frame, still the same structure. But what I like about this right now is that the only thing that I most likely would like for is to see, once I saw something like this, weak rejections, right? Weak rejections is a sign for rejections that price can easily reverse in the opposite direction. This 4-hour week right here is a great indication for us that we can see some form of a retracement phase right now from this weekly resistance, right? So guys, let's scale down to our 1-hour time frame right now. We can see that price is basically in a range right now, right? That is another great sign for us that price can easily come now for that retracement phase to the downside, guys, where we can see for our time frame, where we can see price will do something like this. This is what I will wait for price to come down in a corrective formation, right, and take price to the upside again, right? But we must see that rejections right there, guys. We have a range of, let me just see, we have a range of 193 points to the downside. There's going to be signs of taking counter trends as well, guys. But what I always mention to my students as well, once you're taking counter trends, you must always make sure, once you see price respecting uh, uh, once price respecting support areas, guys, you must be aware that, okay, there's a high probability now the price can easily change direction in the opposite direction, because, right, guys, we are in this strong bullish momentum here to the upside, right? This is also an impulsive phase for us to the upside, so we must be very cautious to take any trading positions right now, guys. So if we jump into our next pair, guys, at EURJPY, let's view it from our weekly time frame perspective, as always, right? So what I can see on my weekly time frame perspective, guys, is that price was basically in this range bound, right? Just view it right there. Price was in this range bound. You can see price was basically just in this range. There we have a strong bearish breakout of this range, right? We have a strong bearish breakout of this range. There we can see this candle right here did basically come for a retest. We have this rejection right there. So if we scale out to our daily time frame, we can see that price basically break above this area of support resistance, sorry, and there we have retracement phase, and there we can see price continue to the upside with this second open candle right here, right? So guys, I'm still bearish on EURJPY as well. Reason for that is, guys, we didn't break above this areas here yet, right? As you guys can see how price basically showed me this weak rejection multiple times. So I will wait for cleaner price structure, right? So if we even scale down now to a 4-hour time frame, right, what you guys could see is that price basically starting to create this area of a range. You can see this range. There we have this candle that's basically trying to lock buyers right now into the market to continue this price to the upside. But what I will wait for, if price really want to continue to the upside, guys, is that I will wait for price to show me some more impulse, right? Once I saw price show me more impulse, then I will wait for a corrective formation, like a descending corrective formation to the downside, where price will show me that it wants to continue to the upside, right? This is what I will wait for. But this first sign of continuation to the upside, guys, that's not a great sign. Reason for that is we are still basically bearish, right? We have the strong breakout candle, right, that was breaking out. This could be a potential retest for us for continuation to the downside, right? It doesn't look like that now, but once price starting to shift in direction, guys, you will be amazed how price can easily continue his way all the way to the downside. So that is why I will be patient with this market, guys. I will not be in a rush to look for any positions right now, because right, this is our first phase, and that is also one thing that we can keep in consideration. Look at how many times price rejected this area, right? Price did come to this area and rejected. Now price going to try it again. So now you're trying to, with this confidence, that okay, price have the potential to continue to the upside. That is not a great indication, right? We still have these areas right here. So this is what I told you. Let's price showing us that it wants to continue to the upside. Then price will most likely come for retracement. Get in at the retracement, right? That will give you a cleaner entry and confluence to take this trade to the upside. But this first sign, guys, is not always the best sign, right? Because, right, guys, there's like a high probability where this candle can just flip over and then come to the downside. That can happen, right? That can happen easily, gang. So that is why I told you, be patient with this market as well, guys. So let's jump into our last and final market. This is GBP what, right? I know a lot of guys recommend me to break down this market, so that's why I'm gonna do this. So what we could see on this market right here is that price did create this area of resistance right here. We had breakout, we retested right there, and then we continue to the upside in a corrective formation to the upside, right? Price was unable to break above this highs and then make his way all the way to the downside, right? So now we can see that we are basically trading bearish on this pair. We have this low right now, right, this lower high, and we have this lower low right here. This is one impulsive move for us here to the downside, right, where price can easily come for retracement phase and continue to the downside. This is basically what will be waiting for. And one thing that we can keep in consideration is that we are basically trading under this area of uh this area, what previous areas of support right now is becoming resistance. So I will wait for price to come tap into this area, show me some form of multiple weak rejections from this area, and looking for entry on my smaller time frames to take this, to take the price to the downside, right? This is basically what I will wait for. So if we scale onto our daily time frame right now, guys, is that we can see that price basically creating this double bottom, right? We have this area of resistance here as well, right? So this is a sign for us that price is now basically in a retracement phase to the upside. But I will not actually take counter trend because, right, guys, we are so close to this area of resistance, right? So I will just wait for that. So I will just wait for that sell positions, right? That is basically what I will wait for. So we can see we have a 38% rejection. That's a great indication for us. 38 rejection is basically aligned with this area, right? What we will wait for. So that is why I told you guys I will wait for price to come tap into this area, see as well, show me some form of rejection on my 4-hour time frame, and then take this straight to the downside. If we scale the 4-hour time frame right now, guys, is that we can see that we can see now the double bottom more cleaner, right? We can see price did create this low, come into this low here again, and now we can see prices basically come into this area of resistance. So that is why there's no trading opportunities yet for this market. Let's wait for price to come tap back into this zone right here first before we can execute on any trading position, guys. There's also a high probability that price can reject this reason right here, right? As you guys can see, price rejected previously and then make his way to the downside. There can be this probability where price will not, most likely will come and test this reason right here. But one thing that you guys must keep in consideration is that once price starting to break structure and breaking lows, right, like this lows right here, once price starting to break lows, right, there's a high probability where price will come for a retracement phase, because right, this is our impulsive phase, and after impulsive phase we're waiting for our retracement phase. That is how I'm trading, and that is how I'm basically trading for the overall past 3 years, guys. So this is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy and got a lot of value from this video, guys. It's your boy King GK here at Newton FX Academy, and don't forget to give your boy a subscribe and a like and leave a comment down below. Peace out.